Okay, an updated video for the through flight. So you've just parked at the gate maybe a half an hour or so ago. They've deplaned, starting to replane the passengers for the next flight. You're going to go out again. And so then you're going to start running through a couple flows here and do another couple checklists here to get ready for the next flight. Captain's sitting over there on the left side. We're already on the APU for this scenario, and we're going to just bring on the rest of the fuel pumps. Captain's going to also bring back his window heat, reset his hydraulic pumps for his A's off, B's on. While you're here, you can flip the seatbelt sign back on. And down below here, you got two switches here you can do as well. So if you take a look, you've got your fuel flow right here, left and right between your N2 or underneath your N2 gauges there. You got a fuel flow knob here. If you go down, it'll show you what the fuel was used on the last leg, and of course it's not going to be 0. But what you're going to want to do is bring that up to a reset position to 0 those out so that you're detecting doing fuel flow for your next flight. Also bring your anti-skid to RTO. That's going to be part of your setup. Your FO has got a few things to do. After you've sent off all your reports through ACARS on your FMC, you're going to send out, a report that basically gives out the on and in time from the last leg. FO is going to bring these IRSs to nav. To align and right back to nav to 0 out ground speed error. FO can come down here then, reset the pressurization panel for your next leg. Perhaps you're going at 38,000 feet, and we'll put 800 feet. Say you're going to Columbus, Ohio. Now that you've done that, you can reset your EFIS control panel. In this case, 1,000 feet above airport elevation. In Chicago, 620, so you can set 1620. At some point, you're going to get your weather through your ACARS or over ATIS frequency. Once you get the weather, you can plug in your altimeter setting. You can reinitiate the box here. Now that you've recycled the IRS switches overhead, you can realign the FMC. Get your clearance, program the box, do your routing, do your init ref, all your takeoff performance numbers. You're going to set the stab trim to whatever it says you're going to use for your next departure. Your V2 speed, just like before, is going to go into the window. Once you're programmed, you need to decide whether you're using VNAV and LNAV, or if you're doing a VNAV and a heading, set up this MCP in its entirety. Your departure altitude, midway 6, 3,000 feet. Perhaps it's, runway 31 center in Chicago, so set into course your EFP heading, likely straight out runway heading. And let's run a before start checklist and see if we've missed anything. It's not an originating flight, so we can skip the originating items, go straight before start checklist. FMC. It would be programmed briefings we would have completed. Oxygen masks and quantity are checked. EECs are on. Navigation switches normal. Display switches auto and normal. Fuel. Hopefully we've got fuel that we would say 12,000, cleared with 12,000, center pumps off, passenger signs are on, window heat on, hydraulic pumps A's off, B's on, pressurization set and auto, flight instruments 3000 set, auto brake, RTO, takeoff warning horn is checked, parking brake set, aileron and rudder trim centered, before start, checklist complete. One other thing just to note real quick with the fuel, you can also do that hoof check again. Hydraulics, oxygen, oil, fuel. Make sure that those quantities are sufficient. That's all for a through flight. Hope that helps.